haven't slept in days.
When was the last time you actually slept?
Well, I slept last week when I was off a bunch of days. But I slept... Well, it's the winter. As you're supposed to.
Well, I put on the winter weight back in 1981. It's never come on. Trying to stay buff for this show, so after 200 glorious episodes, you got to stay fit, right? Just trying to get on that GQ, Mac.
Ew.
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 Whatever.
Ew, David.
Whatever.
Ew.
I'll autograph a copy and send it to your house. Not your P.O. box, your house, because I got your address, bitch. Hello and welcome to another episode of In a Pickle, the show that is dedicated to the less glamorous side of sports. I am your host, Dave Houghton, and with me today, still sick after about 6 months, Sarah Raytalic. Hello, Sarah.
Hello.
I am super excited, Sarah, even though you seem to be big, because this is our 200th episode of In a Pickle.
Lord. And
Yes.
it's a doozy.
And we
That's
got a
holy shit.
plethora of news today. With our 200th episode, we are starting our new segment called Alejandro on the Streets. And we got quick news after we get into the rewind. But Sarah, I just want to congratulate you for 200 episodes with me. Because the last co-host I had didn't even last 50 episodes with me, but you did 200 with me. So
Let me tell you, I am a sadist.
you are definitely, yes, you're into a lot of torture.
Full, yeah, 100%. I was like trying to think of words, but I'm still in bed.
I can't believe it. 200
200
episodes of a podcast that I had an idea for while I was on the way to falling asleep. And here we are. 200
Here we are.
episodes. Thank you to all the tens of listeners that we have. We appreciate all of your multiple downloads every day from the different computers that you have. And we continue to climb the charts here at In a Pickle. We are ranked, I'm not going to lie to you, 22nd in sports in podcast world. So, congratulations, Sarah. It's because of you.
Congratulations, David. It's because
I didn't do anything.
If you listening to me going, hey, I want to do a podcast, and you go, hey, why don't you come join me? And I go, okay.
Okay. And then I say, hey, after you do this podcast, you should start another podcast with another guy, and I'll produce it, and I'll have to listen to your voice constantly.
Constantly.
Every day, all day. And it's amazing.
In a way, you are also someone who enjoys torture.
You're right. In this story, I am the hero. You're correct.
Yeah.
Well, 200 episodes. We won't go into the past and relive all the old episodes, but we do have a crazy amount of news today, and we got a big bag of rewind. So, Sarah, let's just kick off this 200th episode with hitting the button that we do so many times.
Do we want to do that, or do you want to briefly, sadly, just touch on how awful the Super Bowl was?
Don't remember the Super Bowl, so let's get into No.
Perfect.
No, you know what? The Super Bowl sucked this year, and it wasn't because our Patriots lost. It was because it was boring as fuck.
It was so boring.
It's
all in
so
all,
boring that I got my pink Stanley cup
Yeah,
that I
what
stole
is
from
going
my
on
daughter.
over there?
Well, my daughter took my coffee mug for some reason, so I'm stuck with hers. So I'm rocking the pink Stanley, and you know what? I'm gonna slap a In a Pickle sticker on here. And if you want one of those In a Pickle stickers, inapickpod247@gmail.com. We'll throw one out in the mail for you. I made those Gay for May stickers for the Super Bowl. Man, those things went fast. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
It
so the
was-
Super Bowl was very lackluster. Honestly, didn't see a lot of good commercials. You know, one or two were good. But I did enjoy the halftime show.
Bad Bunny won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He saved the weekend for me.
I'm not going to
100%.
lie. I was dancing.
I can see that.
I got up. I was like,
That's why the tides shifted.
Yes. The Earth fell off its axis for a second. But yeah, what? The first three quarters were all thanks to the kicker for Seattle. And then Drake May finally threw a touchdown, and everyone was like, it doesn't matter. It's over.
No, it was just a here you go. Let's not make you look like we shut you guys out. It
Yeah.
was just let's help you with your pride.
It was definitely payback. It was payback from the last time the Patriots, the last time the
Yeah,
Patriots
for
beat the Seahawks in the Super Bowl. It was payback for.
how do you still not give that ball to Marshawn Lynch to run into the end zone when you are right there? Like, what are you doing?
I know.
That was the
I
worst
know.
play call in football history. Worked out in the end, however, worst play call ever. And
Right.
then I love the next season how Marshawn Lynch was in the promo spot for the league. Remember that? And they
Oh
did the
yeah.
promo spot with the beer, and Taco was like, "No, I can just throw the beer." And Marshawn Lynch is like, "No, I'm right here. I can just run it over to him. It's not a big deal." Oh, it was
That
glorious.
was good. I love that. I used to love that show. The League
Same,
was a great
same.
show.
League was a great show.
Can we
Okay.
talk about how two different teams are probably on suicide watch because you had the 49ers had to watch the game
hmm
in their own stadium and the Seahawks win it. And then the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Jets had to watch Sam Donaldson or Donald.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all the same.
You had to see the Seattle quarterback win a Super Bowl when you
Yep.
gave up on him so fast. So take
I
that,
mean, s- fair for them
Darnold.
because it was all the kicker. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
it's just,
Absolutely.
but also like, oof,
Yeah,
oof. But whatevs.
yeah.
You want to hit that button, sir?
Yes, I do want to hit this button because I no longer want to talk about the Super Bowl. Football season is over.
I'm
Baseball season is here.
Baseball season's here, baby. Let's go.
Thank
And
God.
and okay, what we have going on this week, sir, before you hit that button real quick. I know I'm like, woo.
Yeah.
Um, we have freaking Olympic hockey popping off.
Yup.
And once football ends, this means we are going into playoff hockey and freaking baseball.
Right.
Bring it.
Don't
Let's
forget about
go.
playoff basketball.
Playoff hockey
Yep.
and baseball.
The sweetest of all the sports right there.
You know your
Honestly.
girl.
Honestly, like I'm very excited about baseball, and it's been a long couple months.
Before the lockout. Let's go.
Yeah, let's play a couple of games before we get locked out. So, Sarah, hit me with the rewind. Brr, brr, brr.
So we discussed former NFL lineman Kevin Johnson's murder. It
Yep.
is being looked into in a very different way at this point in time.
Yeah.
It wild. There have been a series of murders involving homeless people during a 3-month time frame in the same area.
I mean, I'm not going to go ahead and just say serial killer, but, I mean,
You never know.
there could always be one or two other homeless guys that really enjoy the other homeless guy's cans.
Hey,
So, I don't know.
could be. Who knows? So the 4 people were found dead in the Willowbrook neighborhood of South Los Angeles between October 2025 and January 2026. The investigators are trying to determine whether the deaths are related, so they're looking into everything a lot deeper. All 4 victims were living in the homeless encampment on East 120th Street near Central Ave. And the sheriff's department has not announced the identities of the other 3 victims, but the homicide investigators are working closely with Los Angeles Homeless Service Authority to follow leads and track down a suspect or suspects.
Do you think the only reason why the police and the detectives are looking into this is because now, like, Kevin
His
Johnson,
family is
former,
like, what the fuck?
yeah, former athlete who was living in this homeless camp is now murdered because I not to shit on the police or anything, but like I feel like 3 homeless people get murdered in this camp and they're like, well, it's homeless. the homeless people are gonna homeless, right? They're gonna do their thing, and then all of a sudden, Kevin Johnson, who no one really, I mean, outside of the teams that he played for, Philly and one other team that I can't remember off the top of my head, you know, you would remember him if you were an Eagles fan. But,
Right.
they were like, oh, shit. All right, here's the fourth guy. Who's this guy? Some guy, Kevin Johnson. Then all of a sudden the family's like, that's Kevin Johnson. He played for the NFL. And they're like, oh, shit. Now we got we got a quasi
Well,
celebrity.
his family is being very outspoken about this as to like what
As they
transpired
should.
because the fact that he had stab wounds and blunt
Right.
force trauma to the head and all of these things, they want answers. So as they're looking into it, they're going, "Oh, we've had these other murders. Oof, okay.
Right.
Yikes. We should
Right.
really look into this more." So, yeah, here's the thing. When you're looking at downtown, and this is actually in South Los Angeles, but there's areas of downtown where you have Skid Row
Yeah.
and such like that where things transpire, a lot of a lot of violence, a lot of homeless violence happens, and they look into it briefly, but they don't because it happens so rapidly that they move on to the next. They don't do the Pepe Silver and connect all the
Right. Well, you don't
dots
have
with
time
yarn.
for it.
Correct. And they don't
Yeah.
have enough people on staff to do that.
Right.
So, yeah, I think that, as you said, this was pushed to the forefront to be investigated more so due to the fact that it's him.
Yeah. It's unfortunate that shit like this happens, and that these poor people have to live under an overpass in a homeless encampment, and
Right.
it's there's no help for them, and we got a lot of flack because we said that I think last episode we were talking about Kevin Johnson and his mental state, and it's probably due to CTE, and everybody started harping on us on social media saying that, like, you don't know what CTE, blah blah blah. I think these were all Goodell's people that were listening to the show.
Coming at us.
Yeah,
Let's
but
go.
I mean, like, you don't go from something to nothing without a little help from like
There's
CTE
something
or
pushing you
drugs, or
along.
yeah,
There's
there's
something
something
pushing
pushing
you.
you.
And
You
we've
know,
seen time and time again, just you and I doing the show, we've seen time and time again the effects of undiagnosed CTE or
right,
CTE symptoms that are, we've seen it from players who have been diagnosed that are starting to see more and more this pattern where we're like, yeah, no, this is CTE or this
right,
is some kind of, you know, relation to CTE. The brain is a powerful thing, and you jostle it a certain way, that chemical is going to shift and create all sorts of other things.
right. Sorry, I hit my
Yeah.
mic.
Yeah.
I'm
I was
trying.
like, whew.
Now I can hear a little buzz.
Yeah, I
I'm trying
hear.
to stop it. In a pickpot
Almost there.
247 at gmail.com if you want to donate to the show so I can get a new mic. I don't know. Maybe it's
Yeah.
time. Maybe it's time.
It
You know what
is
it is? I bet.
in
Oh,
time.
honestly, I bet you it is. It's the weather because it's so cold
Oh,
in
it's so
here.
cold.
I
Yeah.
bet you it screws up with the technology. So I need to build a wall, and not to keep anybody out, but in order to keep the cold away, and then we'll go from there. So if you're a contractor looking for some free publicity to the tens of listeners that we have on this podcast, in a pickpot247 at gmail.com, I will give you my address. But yes,
Or I'll just
unfortunately,
give it to you regardless.
yeah, Sarah will give it to you. $10. Unfortunately, that it's too bad. But
Sad.
yeah, serial killer though. Wouldn't that be
Listen,
something?
it wouldn't be the first from
Yeah,
California.
right. I know. All right, let's switch gears. Let's go to Yasiel Puig's looking at 20 years.
Yeah.
Ah,
We're close to finally closing this out.
man, remember
Yeah.
when he was top dog
Woof,
and
woof.
everybody
Nope.
was like,
All done.
this guy is gonna do great things, and all of a sudden, what a fall from grace we got here.
Yeah, it's yeah. Ugh.
It's too bad.
I was highly upset. So when I heard that this was going to trial, I was just waiting and waiting to see if I could stream it, but they don't stream federal. And that's what's so frustrating to me is anything that's federal, they won't stream.
We do
Just
you stream all your court things?
I either do so YouTube, obvi, shout out
Obvious.
YouTube, thank
Oh, shout
you.
out YouTube. We just hit 1 million views, by the way. Yeah.
Woo! Yes.
InnerPickPod247 at gmail.com.
Did you just slap a sticker on your daughter's water bottle while we're recording?
I most certainly
Yes.
did.
There you go.
Always rep the brand, Sarah. Always.
You're great.
She's going to go to
Yes.
school and they'll be like, the kids at the school will be like, what's that pickle? I'll be like, ugh, that's my dad.
It's so embarrassing.
He's such a loser.
He was dancing during the Super Bowl halftime show and
Yeah, it wasn't the only
broke
one in this
everything in
house.
our house.
Yeah, everything fell off the shelves when I was dancing.
Yeah. So, I stream Court TV on
Yeah.
you, Lauren
Water.
Crime, Lauren Crime.
Boom, bam, bam.
And then I follow two lawyers on, so they will give law breakdown on YouTube.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, I follow him too. Yeah, he's great.
But yeah, couldn't watch it. And
Oh,
this
so
one,
this trial already happened,
it's
or
done. We're done. We're done.
did he get
We are
20
done.
years?
Sentencing is scheduled for May 26th.
Oh, okay.
Because what it is you go to court, he was found guilty by a jury of his peers. So they found him guilty of obstruction of justice and lying to federal officials investigating an illegal gambling operation. So he was found guilty unanimously, and they set the sentencing date for May 26th. So
Now,
he'll be back in
was there
court.
was there did they say what he was gambling on? Was it like a Chauncey Billups card game? Was he gambling on baseball? Was he betting on himself? Was he betting against himself? Was he betting on other sports? Do we know what he was actually betting on?
The documentation shows that. So the guy who was his bettor had testified. And that's what I wanted to see
Ah,
is the whole thing was how he had reached out to this guy, said, I want to bet on this, 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 and the guy did it.
okay. All right.
So it seems as though a lot of it looked like baseball, but there is so much documentation that I'm still trying to go through to see what exactly it was.
All right. Now,
So once we
Stephon,
get his sentencing in May,
yeah.
I'll be able to say this, that, and the other thing because it's a lot of pages and a lot of transcripts and so much stuff is under seal too.
So now, strap on your conspiracy hat real quick. Get your
All
tinfoil
right.
hat out of the bin. Now, do you think he was kind of pushed out of baseball because this was coming to the forefront and MLB
Yes.
knew about it?
Yes.
Yeah,
100%.
that's what I'm thinking.
100%.
Because then, he went from one of the biggest teams out there, the Dodgers, and then he started to flop around and he went over to Cincinnati where everybody forgot about him until that glorious fight with Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. And then I think he went one other place, and then he was out of baseball.
He was gone.
Playing. He was playing
Yeah.
overseas. I think he played down in. I don't want to say Mexico, but I think Venezuela. Where
Venezuela?
maybe
Why
I
do I
don't
feel
know.
like it was Venezuela? I don't
I'm pretty
know.
sure he went to either Japan or
Somewhere,
something.
yeah. And they
then-
were all like, "We're done." No,
Yeah.
And that's the thing too is that they were excited, but then somebody always knows someone somewhere who's like, "Yo, hey, BT Dubs, you might want to rethink this decision because of XYZ. We heard this through the rumor mill, though it may not be true. However, you don't want to be caught with your pants down."
Right.
So
Right.
the way that it tracks, it feels as though that MLB's like, ooh, we need to get ahead of this.
Yeah. Oh, he did a year with the Indians in 2019. And then Kai Woom Heroes. But I want to say that he also played in well, not Cuba because he ran away from there, but I don't know. Oh, he did play in the Mexican League. Okay. Yeah. So he was in the Mexican League, and then he went over to the KBO League, which is the
The
Uh,
Japanese league over there.
yeah, the South Korean league.
Oh,
And then he did a second stint in the Mexican league, and then he went back to the KBO league.
that's a
So,
lot of traveling.
yeah,
That's just expensive.
yeah.
Party all the
Man,
time.
August
Party all the
14th,
time.
2019, Puig becomes a United States citizen, and then all of a sudden it's like, you're going to jail, buddy. You're
Yeah.
you're a citizen.
Oof.
Guess where you're going?
Oof.
20 years in
Oof.
prison. So, all right, so we'll
Oof.
we'll keep an eye out. May 26th, we're going to
May
see
26th.
how long he's going to be in prison for. What do
Yeah.
you, honest to God, in your court experience with all of your court TV watching, do you think he'll get 20 years?
No,
No.
I don't think so. I think he
Do you think
might.
there's prison time on the table?
I think there's prison time on the table, but it's because, of course, this is all federal. I do believe that there's prison time on the table to start having the accountability effect trickle
Okay.
out to all of these players and former players who have been involved in the side of illegal gambling. It might be something where it's like 8 years with parole or something like that. I don't think it's going to be double digits, but
Okay.
again, they could full blown make an example out of him and be like, we're giving you 15. However, I don't think parole would be off the table.
Yeah.
So, or it could also go, it also, I have to look at it if it could go to the Court of Appeals where they could appeal the verdict. And however, with the testimony that was given, I don't think that it would do so well on the appeals, but they usually, when you have a guilty verdict, you see a lot of appeal
Now,
transpire.
factoring in his age and the fact that, like, he's definitely not a Hall of Famer. I mean, he could have been if he just stayed straight. Do you think baseball needs to come out and give a ban for life type thing?
Well, I think that it's implied.
It is, but it hasn't been said yet. And if you know anything of the people of the world, if you do not mention it, it is not true. Like, if you don't say ban for life, then you could always be like, here I am, you know?
Well, I wonder if it's something where the MLB's already banned him for life, but hasn't publicly stated it. However, it is already like they opened his file and stamped it
Yeah,
banned for life and then
right.
shut it back because this is so. I don't think
I mean, he's
that
35. He was never making a comeback in the league.
correct.
Yeah.
I don't think that the MLB wants to make that the focus. I think they want to make the illegal gambling the focus.
Right.
And that's why this has been so in our face in regards to the illegal gambling more than MLB has banned him for life. These organizations have banned him for life. Da 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 da. So
Maybe
that's
once
why.
the sentencing comes out, then MLB will come out and be like, yeah, we always knew he was crooked. Banned for life, by the way. I don't know if we told you that, but, I don't know. But speaking about somebody who needs to be banned from life
Oh,
and
my
serve prison time.
dude, the fact that this guy, okay, Patrick Mahomes Sr., for those that don't realize, like we rewind and a rewind to a rewind to a story. Like
Oh, my God. This has
is
been
just never
rewinded.
ending. It's never ending. This is
We're not even
crazy.
trying to be kind to rewind. We're just, it's constant. We've rewound the Patrick Mahomes Sr. story so many times that the tape has popped out and broken.
It's wild at this point. Absolutely wild.
Yeah.
So the fact that he had pled guilty to get onto that 5-year probation where he would have the ankle monitor and the community service and all of this stuff, and now he was taken into custody for breaking his probation.
Yeah.
He pled guilty for the 5 years so that he didn't go to jail. I can't not see him doing a baby stint.
Well, now he
in-
has
on
to.
that. He has to.
I mean, he's already got an ankle monitor on, the alcohol monitor. He's got violation of probation. I mean, it's his 58th offense, for Christ's sake.
Hmm.
I mean, no, I honestly don't think that jail is going to stop him from
No,
doing
no.
what he does. I think he definitely needs to do some kind of rehab stint. I think maybe his son might need to step in. His more successful son needs to step in and maybe, you know, give him a little pep talk. Be like, Dad, you got to do some kind of fucking rehab because this is not
This
working out.
it's wild. And this is what's tough here is that uh as the show launches out, like it will be he's in court. I thought it
Yeah,
was yesterday he was in court. However, it will be so next week we'll have some follow-up. But those
yeah,
who may have missed it, so he wears an ankle monitor. And I went down a rabbit hole about this ankle monitor, being like, how does this shit work? Because I
right.
wanted to know scientifically how this worked to be able to have a conversation with you guys.
Just in
Yet,
case you get one.
right, correct.
Right,
We never know.
right.
So it's an ankle monitor that tests your blood alcohol, not like your blood alcohol level, but the alcohol level content in your body through the sweat glands in your body.
Right.
So if you're releasing any form of sweat or moisture, that thing's picking it up. And it runs like every like 30 minutes it takes a test on you. And what ended up happening was that first week in January, it rang and was like, "Yo, your alcohol levels are high." So what it does then is that it pings and sends it to hit to the courts like he's got booze in his system.
Yeah, right.
Then it pinged again saying like, nope, he's got this is the levels. And okay, then they arrest him. He does a piss test and then he's clean on the piss test. And I'm like, of course he's clean on the piss test because now he's like all of that alcohol is out of his body at this point.
Right.
Like by time you got the test, because they didn't arrest him until like I think it was a couple days later.
Yeah. See,
So yeah.
yeah. But
Huh.
a couple days later, I mean, you could also just like flushed your system out with all sorts of like Gatorade,
Absolutely.
water, cranberry juice, all that stuff.
All of it.
I mean, what's
All of
going
it.
to be his defense? Oh, my ankle monitor stunk, so I sprayed some kind of cologne on it, and that's what it was. You
Yeah,
know? Oh
right?
shit, that's
Who
actually a
knows?
good defense.
Yeah.
Any lawyers
It's
out there?
it's going to be interesting to see what
Yeah.
happens. I'm they might revoke his probation. And if they revoke his probation, that means he could be going to
I mean,
jail.
something's got to give here. There's got
He
to
needs
be.
help.
I mean, we're only one step away from him killing someone, drunk driving, right?
Right. Or
License
himself.
license to operate a motor vehicle or not.
The thing is I feel with him it wouldn't be that. I feel that he would be drunk and somehow fall in a well.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he did try to fight John Rocker on the streets, right?
Correct.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. And we all know what John Rocker hates, you know.
God.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. So, I mean, if he doesn't correct himself, I mean, it's going to be bad news for him and his family.
Yep.
And you know, maybe maybe he can borrow some money from our next story because there's about to
Last
be
rewind. Last
a
rewind.
very rich Detroit Lions fan out there, which
Seriously.
this guy definitely tuned in to the Kid Rock show on Super Bowl Sunday and not the halftime show. But what is going on in Detroit?
I was just waiting for you to finish. You're just going on and
What's
on.
going on?
You're just feeling it. So that fan that had the altercation with DK Metcalf has filed $100 million lawsuit
What?
against Metcalf.
$100 million lawsuit.
100
100.
million.
I just want everybody to understand what we're saying. Not a million, not $100. $100 million lawsuit.
100.
And not only against the Lions and DK Metcalf, but against a couple of other people that we're familiar with on this show. Sarah's doing the Dr. Evil one, but he was $1 billion, wasn't he?
I thought it was
I mean, why not? Why not seek $1 billion?
$100 million.
Like, what the
At this
hell?
point, what are you doing? Just go for it. Just
$100
go for the
million?
gold.
Come
Just
on.
go for the gold. Just go for the gold at this point. Yes. So Ryan Kennedy said that Metcalf made the false accusations, which we know about him saying racial slurs, and then this was repeated on the Shannon Sharp and Chad Johnson. Ocho Cinco, for those that don't are like, who's Chad Johnson? It was
He sounds like a white guy. Chad Johnson. Hello, I'm Chad Johnson, and I'm Chet Johnson.
Yes.
Yes, you are.
So that was repeated on their podcast, and they were talking shit about Ryan Kennedy, da da da. So Ryan Kennedy's attorneys are claiming defamation both in the form of libel and slander and are alleging civil conspiracy to make false accusations along with assault and battery and more.
All right, so DK
So much shit
takes a swing at this guy, misses horribly.
Yeah.
No one is hurt.
No.
And now I get it that Ryan Kennedy is probably getting a lot of shit from his one black friend that he has, and he's out there, may or may not have said it. We don't know. Do we know if
he didn't? Because remember,
Kennedy.
we had all the
we had
we had
the
all
side.
the videos.
Right. Okay.
We had all the videos come out, and he wasn't. He was just calling DK by his legal name. Remember?
Oh, that's right. That's what I remember. Okay, I remember this now. Yes. Okay. So slander, but $100 million. I mean,
for me, I think, let's go for 1, 2, because then you can settle. $100 million, that's extreme. That feels cash grabby to me. However, it's
I'd
like
go for 5, so we could settle for 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you it's just
$100 million. I mean, come on.
It's something.
That's one of those things where it's like $100 million. The judge, that's going to be in front of the judge. The judge is going to look at it and be like, that's fucking way too much.
Right.
No way. This guy will be dead in a week. His son Kyle will have all the Monster Energy drinks out there in the world, and they would die on their mopeds instantly. There's no way. There's no way he would survive with $100 million. I mean, think about the trailer park that they would own. I mean, you've heard of double wides. Phew, this one's a quadruple wide, and it's got a fountain in the front.
He's gonna buy the trailer park.
Mountain Dew everywhere. I mean, Kid Rock will play his son Kyle, his birthday party every fucking year.
Gonna lip sync it?
Oh, absolutely. This American's badass. Talks about underage girls.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. Yeah, that's yeah, of course. So, all right. So this, you know what really pissed me off?
It's just so cash grabby.
It's very cash grabby. But you know what really pissed me off? Like, honestly, where I said this guy's a fucking joke is because he went into a press conference wearing a backwards Detroit Lions hat with a suit on. You can't get any more white trash hillbilly. You might as well have just worn a fucking wife beater and a pair of cutoff shorts. Like, you wore a backwards Detroit Lions hat. If I was the Detroit Lions, I'd ban him for life just for being a fucking bag of tools. Like, get out of here.
A bag of tools.
Get an interaction with the player on the field. That's a ban for life. I'm sorry, sir.
Well, that's yeah.
I mean, the Detroit Lions got it. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, like you said, we'll keep an eye on it. But, I mean, this guy he's going to probably sue us for telling everybody that he's going to go to quadruple wide in a fountain of Mountain Dew Baja Blast on his front lawn.
Oh, my God.
There's going to be so many TVs on top of TVs at his house. It's going to be I got a TV on top of a non-working TV. It's great. It's
Oh
great.
my God.
All right, let's kick it off to the streets. Do we have anything else on this, Ryan Kennedy?
No, just
No.
we're
Long
done with
rewind today.
rewinds.
Long rewind
Crazy.
today. All right,
Crazy.
Alejandro on the streets, a new segment on the show, In a Pickle. We're
I
gonna
mean, he's
go.
always been here, but it's like quick Alejandro.
Yeah, Alejandro's on the streets, and he brought us some news real quick. So last night we had several NBA players get ejected after a brawl in Charlotte. Do we have a new Pistons bad boy team? I mean,
Maybe.
you want somebody to back you up no matter what? Isaiah Stewart's your guy.
Coming off the bench. Didn't he
Coming
come
off the bench. Nobody's coming off the nobody has
No.
came off the bench in years.
No.
And Isaiah Stewart's like, fuck that.
You don't even come off the bench.
Big
so
bro.
I heard.
Big bro. No way. Super Bowl winner with the Washington Redskins at the time, Barry Wilborn, dies in a house fire
Yep.
in Memphis, Tennessee. That's still
yeah.
under investigation. Terrence Gore, who played in the MLB, he famously has more World Series rings than RBIs. He died after complications of a routine surgery, which I don't know what the surgery was, actually.
Right?
Yeah.
It's,
I don't think that's come out.
doesn't make me feel good that I'm going in for surgery.
Yeah, right?
Like,
Yeah.
ugh.
Say your goodbyes now.
Ugh.
3 World Series titles with 1 RBI. It's
Yep.
amazing. It's amazing. Olympic ski jumpers are injecting their hogs to fly faster.
Yeah, what the
Amazing.
actual fuck?
Amazing.
What the fuck?
Unbelievable.
I don't know how that.
How does that make you fly faster?
I don't know. Is it working as a propeller?
It might. It actually
It has
might.
to.
The only thing I could think of, you inject your hog while you're jumping, and then all of a sudden you're like, whoa. You know, all the girls are watching the ski jump and like, whoa, look at this guy's fucking full package. I got to talk to him.
Well, it was
Meanwhile,
like the guy who jumped, the long jumper,
Yeah.
the pole vaulter. That's what it is.
you know how many
His-
numbers he got after that video?
He got so
Ooh.
many.
I called
Everybody
him a
followed
couple-
him.
I called
Yeah.
him a couple of times.
Yeah.
Yeah. And one that just came off the hot press, Keon White from the San Francisco 49ers was shot outside of a nightclub after a Super Bowl party. He had surgery to repair his ankle. Another 49ers player shot outside the stadium.
It happens.
Yeah, that is Alejandro on the streets. That's the quick news. All right, so Sarah, let's get into the big news. What happened to Stefon Diggs after the Super Bowl?
Good Lord. After the Super Bowl,
Well,
before the Super Bowl, it already popped off for
yeah,
him.
it did.
And then everything just went south.
Poor bastard.
Is he though?
I just found out that he broke up. You broke the news to me that him and Cardi B broke up after the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Maybe it's because he has 15 kids with 15 different women. I
Yeah.
don't know.
It.
It'd be funny if Cardi B starts dating Robert Kraft.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh.
Listen, she had a great time out in Super Bowl weekend. She had a great time out there. She was dry humping a robot. She was feeling herself. She was drunk. She was performing at Fanatics on the stage.
Listen, new mom just trying to get out there.
She's just getting out there, but she was all fucking set.
Yeah.
All set. She was in just real quick, and I'll get into the story. There was one point where an interviewer had asked her, like, "Oh, do you have any words of encouragement for your boyfriend Stefon Diggs?" And she goes, "Good luck," and walks away. I was like, hot damn. And this was days because it was found out that he had invited his ex-girlfriend with their son to come to the game and sit front row, and he went over and like tapped hands or hugged her or some shit, and Cardi was like, nah, 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 nah. Okay, but this is before all of this Super Bowl baby mama drama went down.
Okay.
So a few days before, Stefon Diggs was hit with another lawsuit.
Another one.
Yep, and another one, and
Another
another
one.
one, and another one, and another
Another
one. So this one, in the documents, a man claims that he used to work for Stefon Diggs, and it says that in he used to work for Stefon Diggs in July of 2024.
Okay.
What had transpired is that Diggs requested for him to arrange for Diggs' Ferrari to be transported from Miami. Okay, just follow along with this. From Miami to New York and then to Houston.
What?
Right. But somewhere along the lines, the Ferrari was stolen in Houston. Yes.
All
Right.
right.
Correct. So this guy is claiming that the law enforcement concluded the Ferrari was stolen by a third party in a sophisticated theft. So it was a planned sort of theft and this, that, and the other thing.
All right. My tinfoil hat's still on from a couple of stories ago. So,
Yes.
yep.
Oh, it's gonna get better though.
Okay.
So Diggs was not believing that it was a third party and was telling people in the circle of people that they roll with that this guy had stole the car. And
Okay.
the guy denies stealing the car and he was never arrested or charged in the case.
Right.
And because of all of these allegations, his concierge and consulting business has suffered. And then you have all of his friends, Stefon Diggs' friends, threatening this guy.
Right.
And they even showed up to his house.
Oh boy.
It's just they laid hands on him.
Did they really?
They laid hands on him.
Hold on. I might disappear for 1 second. I got a glare going. Oh, no, that's too much.
Yeah, I was like,
No,
I don't know what you're doing.
that's
That's
too
what
much.
yep. You figured it out? You know what's
No,
going
I'm
on?
not
Yeah.
figuring it out. I can't figure
Hey,
it out.
look, you figured. Oh, sorry. You were trying. It's
Is there a
okay.
glare there? No. All right. Okay.
You're fine.
So,
You're fine.
I didn't know Stefon Diggs's people beat this guy up.
Yeah, they
Ooh,
laid
boy.
hands.
Okay.
They laid hands. So in this, them laying hands happened outside of a restaurant. Like they are following this dude.
Oh,
They are like all about it. Now, in this suit, we have a laundry list of injuries because there was the alleged, like I said, they laid hands on him
yeah.
allegedly in
Yep.
December of 2025. Oh, and it was in Miami at Tootsie's Cabaret
That
is
seems like
where
a gentleman's club, if I do say so myself.
correct. Uh-huh.
Mm.
Now, allegedly, according to the documents, he suffered a torn ACL and all sorts of injuries from that altercation that
Okay.
transpired, or quote unquote alleged attack is how it's written. He is claiming Stefon Diggs defamed him and engaged in a civil conspiracy and is vicariously liable for the actions of the guys who allegedly beat him up. This dude is going after Stefon Diggs and Trayvon Diggs and many others because Trayvon Diggs is also linked to the showing up at places
No, I
where
mean
this guy's
Trayvon
at.
Diggs doesn't have a job anymore, so I mean, and he's got all that money, right?
It's
Trayvon
true.
was the one that was cut from Dallas, right?
Yeah,
With
when
the guaranteed contract.
Jerry Jones was all confused as
Yeah,
which Diggs,
which Diggs do we have?
which
Yeah.
Diggs, correct.
Yep.
Yeah. So this is going to be interesting because we have so many lawsuits out and about. When is it going to be the moment that he's cuffed?
Yeah, right. Well, now that he lost the Super Bowl and broke up with his girlfriend, and now we're looking at probably. I mean, it's going to happen.
I can't see it not, honestly.
I mean, we sort of semi defended him with the personal chef thing in the house because we saw that as a form of money grab, which at the
Right.
time it did seem, and it still does. The whole chef thing seems like a money grab thing. The fact that he's just not a good person at all. Like,
So because my conspiracy tinfoil hat's still on. So I don't think that this guy stole the car.
no.
I feel as though, because you also have to remember this thing is going to Houston, and they do run a lot of rings like that down there that we've learned if you watch a lot of movies.
Absolutely,
However,
yeah.
however, and also, well, whatever. Um, I feel as though that somebody else within the camp of Stefon Diggs told somebody and it's linked to the camp on
100%.
who got stolen. Like, I don't think
100%.
this
I
guy
think that
who runs an
somewhere,
actual business
right.
of transporting and concierging and doing this shit did that because that's his business and all
Unless
this
you're
shit's
the
on it.
most stupidest businessman on the face of the earth, you're not going to get a high profile client like Stefon Diggs. You're not going to steal his Ferrari. Now, first thing I would say is
Miami to New York
you want to
to
go from Miami
Miami.
to New York and then to Houston when I could just go straight across and go to Houston? I mean,
Correct.
okay, you're paying, whatever. I'm going to
Right.
take that money. And I would tell nobody. In fact, I'd probably put a cardboard cutout of a shitty car around the Ferrari that's
Right.
inside the car loader. Okay? Now, you want to talk about an insurance job? No businessman is going
Right.
to take a high, like I said, going to take a high profile client like Stefon Diggs and steal his car in order to
No.
sell it for parts.
No, and why I am pausing and my conspiracy hats on, and why I think that, because you said just said the magic word, why I think this is related to people who know Stefon Diggs. Stefon Diggs has to pay so many mouths. He
Right.
has so many mouths to feed, and you know that he's also paying for the baby mama's lifestyle in a sense.
Of course.
He needs money. It feels like it's an insurance ring.
It absolutely
It
sounds like
feels like it to me. I don't
it
know why. And like
100% seems
we
like it.
just we speculate because that's just we've experienced so many different stories on this show
Right.
that we always like to gamble and dabble in the speculation world, but we speculate here that this is what it feels like to
Well,
us.
how does
This
your
is
brain not go there? That
correct.
seems like an insurance
Correct.
ring. Why would you want your car to go from Miami to New York to Houston? How much money is that?
Also, you know why I go, huh? Is the fact that in this lawsuit, this dude is he's not filing for $100 million. He's filing for damages.
Right. I
So,
mean, you're ruining this guy's
right,
business,
life.
his livelihood, and then on top of that, you get your boys out there beating the shit out of him.
You're throwing hands
Allegedly.
at him. You're showing up and play like allegedly, yes, but that's the thing. He's only suing for damages.
Yeah. That's I don't know. I hope this comes out in the wash and we can
We're
see.
gonna find we have this off season for football is going to be lit.
Yeah, and it's going to be a wider casting net than it was after the Chiefs won the Super Bowl when it was just the Chiefs
Yeah,
constantly in trouble. I feel like there's
correct.
going to be a lot more stuff coming out. And honestly, I mean, you know, back in the day, the Patriots were that team that would just instantly, you sneeze the wrong way and you were cut.
Right.
I'm not saying bring that back, but I'm
Might
also
have to.
saying like maybe Stefon Diggs isn't the guy right now. I mean,
Yeah,
I
he's
actually
just
forgot that he was in the Super Bowl.
what was he only had 6 yards, right?
I'm not even sure that Bad Bunny
Oh
had more
no,
yards than him.
Bad Bunny had more yards than the team total.
Yeah.
But I think that Stefon Diggs, I think I saw a meme that he had 6 yards and eight versus eight baby mamas.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
did see that.
so that's
Wild.
yeah.
All right, let's get into hockey. Unfortunately, your Penguins have a
Listen,
player who
listen.
likes PEDs,
Whoa, 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 whoa. This dude ain't a player.
but he does play for your team.
He does, but he's been playing down in Wilkes-Barre, Scranton. I can't say it. I have to say it like they say it in Pennsylvania. It's so hard to
Okay.
say. Wilkes-Barre, Scranton.
All
Every
right.
time I listen, Listen, let me tell you.
Okay, so it seems like
Channel.
someone, it seems like a
Very
player,
defensive. Whoa,
a
very
player is
defensive.
trying to take some PEDs in order to get back into the bigs.
Correct,
Yeah,
yes. Caleb Jones, he's been suspended for 20 games for violating the terms of the NHL/NHL Players Association performance enhancing substance abuse
program.
thing program.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. So this is his first season with the
Okay.
Pens, right? It is one of those that it's his first season, boom, he gets injured, whatever. They place him on IR in late October. Late October. Like we're still at the beginning of the season. Bye. Then he goes down to Wilkes-Barre Scranton to play and has a upper body injury after one game.
Oh,
One
okay.
game.
Okay.
So I'm like,
Not built for
you
hockey. Okay.
not built for hockey. You're a defenseman,
Ooh,
sir.
even worse.
That's the thing. I'm like, this not okay. Which this him being suspended actually works out in my mind.
Right.
But yeah, Jones had said through a statement that it looks he believes that he was exposed to a contaminated substance while undergoing therapy from an outside provider.
It's always somebody else's fault.
Correct. The issue here is that when you are rehabbing, you rehab and you're supposed to rehab within the organization's
Yep.
team, the organization's medical team.
Right.
And he was seeing somebody else. Now, if you have your doctors need to be affiliated some which way or have communication
Right.
with the doctors of the organization. And a third outside party provider, an outside party, yeah, that's a no-no because they can't trace it back.
Yeah. It's not my fault. You see, somebody injected me.
Just thought it was ringworm.
I mean, you can always use the ringworm defense. You can use the Roger Clemens defense. Those are my wife's steroids.
Yeah.
You can use the Sammy Sosa defense, where I was on the Epstein Island. I don't know what they were giving me.
Dude, at the end of the day, just inject it into your dick, I
Right.
guess.
I mean,
At the end of the day, just do it.
I mean,
Just
put
own it.
put
Own
something in
it.
your hog and let it fly. I mean, what are you gonna do here?
Own it. Just fucking own it. And the fact of the matter is, okay, you're suspended 20 games. He wasn't going to be coming up anyways,
Yeah.
regardless of you clearly are made of glass.
Yeah, I
If
mean, you're a
you
defenseman and you got hurt right in the beginning of the season, and then you got sent down to the minors, and then got hurt right away. I don't think you're made for hockey.
yeah, it's time for you to
I mean,
take a
there's
rest. And
guys who
not for
have fucking
nothing.
heart attacks on the bench and want to get back out there for their shift.
Uh, Shout out Chris Letang, who is currently injured right now, my poor man. But Chris Letang has had stroke on stroke on stroke and has still rehabbed to come back and play. And he is in his late 30s. And he's like, yeah, he's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, it's just, and he's a defenseman. The only reason why anyone that's a defenseman right now would be called, the only reason why this dude, if he was active, would have been called up is because Letang's out and they just need a fourth line defenseman.
Yeah,
But
I don't know.
he wouldn't have been called up because clearly there's that.
Oh yeah. Well, all right. So a player that no one knows anyways has been suspended for 20 games for
Correct.
taking PEDs, and maybe he just
Just
needs to
own
find.
that shit though.
Maybe he just needs to find another profession. You know?
Yeah. Of like Olympic like speed skating
Or
speed
I mean,
skiing
the world
or
needs
just
plenty of bartenders. You know?
That's true. Aren't you hiring?
No, currently full. Sorry. So sorry. So sorry. So sorry.
Sorry,
all right,
Caleb.
the World Baseball Classic's coming up, and Javier Báez will not be in attendance on the
Now
team.
this gets me. Okay.
Listen,
I get it.
certain things are not legal in all countries.
I get it. But after the this is I- After having this PED, and then you got fucking, I just, yes, Javier Baez, he is ruled ineligible for the 2026 World Baseball Classic. Basically, it just makes me laugh because of how the time frame lines up.
Well, basically, he
That's
was going to
only,
clean his room, but then he got high.
I mean, I was gonna go to class until I got
Right.
high.
And
You
I was
know?
going to make a sandwich. No, wait. Not make a sandwich.
No, I was
Whatever.
gonna go to work
Yeah. He was going to go
until
to
I got
work.
high.
And then he got high.
Yeah. So this is all from 2023
Yeah.
when he had tested positive for marijuana through, his good old testing results for the World Baseball Classic.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the World Baseball Classic laid down the law. MLB was like, nah, we're cool. You're fine. You're
Well,
clean by the season.
I don't think
You're good.
major sports in America test for marijuana anymore. I know basketball doesn't, and I know
No,
football doesn't either.
I think they test it, but he could have been clean because he had plenty of time
Yeah. Well,
before that and that.
when I say test, I mean I don't think they give a shit anymore.
I don't think there's an accountability level
Right.
as extreme as it used to be.
Yes. Right.
But with the World Baseball Classic, that's a different situation.
Mm-hmm.
World Basic Baseball Classic, so World Baseball Softball Confederation back in 2023 had handed a 2-year ban for Baez, which runs from April 26, 2024 through April 26, 2026. Now
Okay.
you're thinking, you're like, we're in 2026, like, so that's 2 years. The ban should be lifted. No, because World Baseball Classic starts in March.
Mm-hmm.
So he gonna miss it
Yep.
because
Well, because they're
March
sticklers.
comes before April.
Yeah, they're sticklers to their time frame. Like, oh, 2026, great, I'll play. No, April 26th,
No,
2026.
April. Yeah.
And they're like, God damn it.
I respect it. I respect it in the fact that they're like, no, fuck that. Oh yeah, it's only a couple weeks. No,
No,
bitch. No.
no.
But it still makes me laugh because it's just we go through so many stories of so much shit and we're like, this person needs to be held accountable, and they never are.
Right. And
Certain
now there's
levels.
somebody
So
being held accountable for their actions. And
right,
we're
which
like,
is
hey, come
shocking.
on,
We're
man,
like,
it's just
what?
weed.
What?
Oh, man, it's just a little pot. Come
Right?
on. Nope. Sit down. We'll see you in a couple of years.
You people shooting shit in their wieners.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
into weed, stay off the weed.
There's people taking PEDs to try to come back. There's people like just slapping girls. But you're going to take a seat. And we'll see you next time at the World Baseball Classic.
This theme song plays and the ball comes spinning around.
Yeah. Yeah. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. All right. James Pierce Jr. Now,
Yes.
he's got a problem with the WNBA.
Yeah, he does. That was a really great segment.
Yeah. Yeah. Rookie linebacker for the Atlanta Falcons has a problem with the WNBA. Can you explain more on this situation,
Let me
Sarah?
gather my shit because that was amazing.
As you gather yourself.
Ooh, so yes, he was arrested this past weekend in, of all places, Florida.
You don't say Florida.
Florida.
Huh. Didn't
For
think anything weird happened in Florida
nothing
anymore.
happens in Florida.
I thought
Ever.
the slogan for Florida was New Year, different Florida.
Yeah, no.
No. No.
Yep.
Same shit.
New Year, same meth.
Same meth. All right. So what's
yes.
going on here?
He was arrested this past weekend in Florida for an alleged domestic dispute involving Los Angeles Sparks forward Rikia Jackson. I think it's Rakia.
I would go Rakia.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it looks like.
I'd say Rakia. Sure.
So he was arrested in Miami-Dade County on 2 counts of aggravated battery with a deadly weapon and a count of aggravated stalking.
Mm.
He is also charged with fleeing and eluding police officers, aggravated battery of a law enforcement officer, and resisting an officer without violence to his person.
Okay.
A lot of
So
things.
that's a lot of charges,
A lot of charges.
especially for a rookie.
Yes.
Uh,
Now,
don't don't
Rick,
think he'll have a job, but
no. So Rakia Johnson, his girlfriend, they went to college together. They were both athletes,
yeah,
really successful. It's a power couple
right.
in our our minds, anyone's minds, power couple. Yeah, so it's just again, CTE maybe question mark we could
I
ask,
don't know. I mean,
or just angry.
maybe just maybe hangry.
Ooh,
Could be
I'm feeling
hangry.
hangry. I still haven't eaten breakfast, and we are creeping on
We know how you
lunch.
get when you don't eat. So
Yeah, it's fucking sit here and chew on my arm.
yeah.
Now, he was posted out on bond. He's posted bond, $25,500 bond.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
And he has been given a pre-trial condition to stay away. So if he does not stay away, right to jail
Yeah.
and loses that bond, straight to
Okay.
jail.
All right.
So we will be
Well,
keeping an eye on this because
well,
I
absolutely. I want to
this
see
is
what happens
where
to
we're going.
Rakia Jackson there. So
Where we're going.
yeah.
I just feel she's gonna have a dominant season. That's what I'm feeling is
Yeah,
gonna
she's playing
transpire
with
from it.
purpose now. You
Yeah.
know, Caitlin Clark,
Just,
watch out.
yeah. Pow, pow, pow,
Watch
pow.
out if she ever comes back to work. I don't know. All right, Sarah.
She got to finally go with LL Cool J with Ice T. No, Ice Cube. I went through
Wait,
all. No, I said,
who's
is she
dating
going to?
who's dating
No,
all three of those guys?
no.
Caitlin Clark?
No, no, because doesn't Ice Cube? I couldn't get there. My brain went to everybody else before I went to Ice Cube. Doesn't Ice Cube run the 3-on-3?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's what I was saying. Is Caitlin Clark finally going to make the jump?
I mean, she might make the jump faster than Jason Tatum makes the jump to Saudi Arabia.
Dude,
I mean,
how do you?
how do
Yeah.
you pass up on billions? Well, probably
Cash
because it's not true, but
cash rules everything around me.
cream. All right, Sarah. Who is this week's 200th pickle?
200 pickles just slap in the face.
Yeah. It's like that meme of the hot dogs getting thrown in that girl's face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just pickles.
It's just pickles. Yeah. Yeah.
Are you gonna edit that in? So just pickles just shoot off.
I should. I should try. Yeah.
No,
Yeah. Okay.
it's
I'll do
weird.
that. Let me make a mental note.
Yeah.
200 pickles being thrown in a face.
Here you go.
All right, Sarah.
This
200 pickles. Who is it?
Darren Lee.
Hmm. Okay.
Who is Darren Lee? I can see it on your face.
No, well, yes.
Right?
Every time I ask that question, though, you say, well, he's this week's biggest pickle. So I actually stopped asking
See?
those questions. When I say, well, Sarah, who is blah, 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 you go, well, he's this week's biggest pickle. And I go, fuck. Yeah, you're
Sorry
right.
that you can't handle your sister's sass over here,
I'm
bitch.
just saying. I mean,
My
I shoulda
snarking
known.
sass.
I,
Wah, wah, wah.
that's why I don't ask
Whatever.
anymore, but
Mm-mm.
more of,
My name is Steven. Wah.
now I ask, why is Darren Lee this week's biggest pickle?
Well, I didn't say who he was first. What if the listeners are asking who he
All right,
is?
Sarah, I'll bite. Who is Darren Lee?
This week's biggest pickle.
Thank you. Thank you. You know, I fucking knew it was coming, and I still went for it. But you know what?
Correct.
That's what I deserve. I deserve that. After 200 episodes,
Correct.
that's what I
Correct.
get. You got to deal
Yep.
with me. I got to deal with you. Here we are, 200.
Here we are. So, Darren Lee, former NFL lineman. And why he is this week's biggest pickle is because he has been arrested and charged with first-degree murder in the death of his girlfriend.
Ooh, all right. All right. That's pretty serious. That's not a light slap there. That is a
No.
full-blown murder.
Now, you notice how I put the order of these stories this week to close out our news segment with the Atlanta Falcons rookie with this
Yeah.
A and B and stalking and
Yep.
all that. And now we're coming to the biggest pickle, and we got this guy here
We got a
who
potential
is,
murder.
yeah,
Yeah.
so stay the course. Last week Lee was identified as a suspect in the murder and then he was arrested at the scene. So according to the release, deputies responded to a residence in Ul Ultiwa? Sure.
Sure.
Ultiwa, Tennessee, where first responders located the victim and attempted life-saving measures before she was pronounced dead. Additional charges could be pending following the investigation. He is being held in Hamilton County Prison and has a court date today, that day that the show is being released. So we are going to keep our eye on it next week. Well, we will absolutely have updates because this is still news, like fresh news.
Is this going to be one
Uh,
of those court uh, proceedings that you can watch?
it could be. It
Yeah.
might be if it doesn't seem like it's going to be federal. I think it's going to be local. So
Yeah.
it'll be if it's state, I'll be able to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the interesting thing, but not so interesting thing here is that back in 2023, he was arrested for assault and domestic violence.
On now on the same girl.
That has not been released.
Okay. All right.
We don't have all of the full-blown information. We just know, and I'm also trying to be respectful for a couple things. One, so that this family can get the closure that they need to sit as they are doing the investigation purposes,
Right.
because it's a lot. You're gonna now have an autopsy that's gonna involve a medical examiner, and they're gonna have to be having statements done. The family's gonna go through a lot for the next couple years.
Yeah.
And it's also, I want to give a moment for that to settle. And two, I want more information and I want the full-blown documentation. And we will have that after this court hearing.
It's always tough to hear stories like this, and like honestly, this is the type of story that really is how this whole podcast started. You
Right.
know, it literally is a story of players who had it all and then lost it.
And lost it.
And I mean, you want to talk about he's 31 years old. He's played on
So young.
a couple of different teams. He started his career with the Jets,
Yep.
and then he went over to the Chiefs, won a Super Bowl with the Chiefs, and
Hmm.
then went to the Bills and then the Raiders. I think he was on the Raiders practice squad, and
For his last team.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that was it. His career ended in 2021, so he played from 2016 to 21. Not a very long time, but also that is the general idea
Of football.
of football, especially when you're uh, he was a linebacker.
Yeah.
There's not a very large shelf life for football
Mm-mm.
players. He also won a national championship with Ohio State
Hmm.
in 2015.
Yeah.
So I mean, we
He's
have a
had,
multiple championship winner here.
right. We have a talent.
Yeah,
Like, that's the thing. Like, yeah.
he
He,
was also
ugh.
second team All American in 2015 and second team All Big Ten in 2015 as well. Not a very strong football career, but I mean enough that he was on a Super Bowl winning roster,
That's all you need,
right?
right?
And now what happened?
Well, that's the thing. He retired, so he stopped playing in 2021.
Yep.
Then, I, now I don't know why he stopped playing. If he was just cut, or he was most likely cut if he was on the practice squad.
Yeah.
You know, he probably trying to, I don't know, go to Canada and play. Again, speculation, trying to figure out the everyday, day-to-day rigmarole and figuring out life. And then in 2023, gets arrested for assault and battery because he's unable or can't balance. Because you have to remember too, even when I stopped playing sports, it was a balance because I always got out so much aggression when
Right.
playing sports.
Well, right.
And
Absolutely.
I am angry all the time. So I had to learn how to put my anger into other things. And some people can't shift that anger
Yeah.
and shift that anger onto the people that they love.
Right.
And that's where we're here. And again, speculation, but I can tell you is playing basketball all the way through college and stopping playing. That was a huge adjustment.
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge lifestyle change when when you've constantly played sports your entire life and then all of a sudden it stops for you, whether
Yeah,
injury or your body just can't sustain that amount of trauma anymore. And then just to abruptly stop and everything dies, where it's like a lot of people are addicted to the game. A lot of people are addicted to the lifestyle. No more money comes in for you.
right.
You're constantly, you spent your whole life traveling with your friends, getting paid to play a game that you love, and then that stops. That
And
takes a huge deal on your psyche.
camaraderie is a big thing too. It's like
Absolutely.
you have all those friends while you play, and then you stop playing, where they all go.
Yeah, right. I mean, also the fact of like working out every day, having a
Yeah,
routine every day,
that
having
regiment's important.
a certain, again, a certain lifestyle, and then it's all over.
Hmm.
And at such a young age, at 31 years old, to have that end for you, that's got to take a toll on your mental health.
Right.
And again, a lot of people don't do anything about their mental health, especially guys. They
Hmm.
don't, they seem that they see it as a weakness to work on mental health. And again, at 31 years old, to just have it all stop, it's hard.
This is why I do still wish, and I know that we've discussed this before, that they just had some kind of like I guess weaning program,
Yep.
transition program from being a professional athlete to common Joe,
Right.
like different people, different elsewhere. But we know that in the NFL, it's just a revolving door because there's so many hungry players
Yeah.
that are waiting for someone to get injured to take the next step, waiting for someone to be cut to take the next step. There's always someone gunning for your job, so you have to be bigger, be better, be faster. And then if that's all you know, that you're just competing to be the best of the best, and then just abruptly ends that transition, they need someone to assist with that transition. And
It,
though they probably have some people, they might, based off of behaviors or could be mental health or things like that, they might not be the right people.
yeah, we've talked about this so many countless times.
I know, I
For
got a
200
guy.
episodes. For 200 episodes, we've talked about how we wish sports would have some sort of program
Something.
for
Something.
players. And like, you know, all you need is funding, and all you need is the right person to come around and be like, let's start a program for players
Hmm.
that are ready to leave who can't deal with it. I mean, all you
Right.
need is a few former players to be on this roster,
Hmm.
and maybe a couple of psychiatrists just to help
Just
you.
to see,
Not
just to
not to
help.
push not to push any kind of medication, not to push any kind of fucking product or anything, but just something to help these fucking people go on with the next stage of life.
Right.
You
Help
know?
with that transition. It's just so important.
Again, to live the lime life and then have it all stop. That's gonna fuck anybody up.
Correct.
Not to make a big joke of it, but like we record every Tuesday and our
Hmm.
show comes out every Wednesday. And we've done this 200 fucking times, and if it stopped
Yep.
tomorrow, I'd kind of get thrown for a little bit of a loop for a second.
Right, because I schedule in when I'm looking up things and,
Well, think of all the work
it's
that we
something.
put into this show.
Yeah.
Think of all the work we put into this show and all the work we put into Generation Mixtape.
Hmm.
And like, I mean, we started a podcasting network with Mayday, and that kind of just did that kind of took a back burner because we're putting so much effort into both of our podcast shows, right?
Right.
But I mean, like, the network's still there, and we're still running that.
And we're still talking. We still got your backs, people. We're still
Yeah,
here for you.
absolutely. We still do what we can for the Mayday Media Network, but I mean, like, all the
If it,
work that we
yeah,
put into this.
if it stopped, I wouldn't know what. And I mean,
Well, if this
I'd still
stopped, we would have to find another avenue for
my anger.
your anger, 100%. I mean, I'm not going to be your whipping boy anymore.
Right. Like,
Or
so.
husband on your side will be. I always just remember not to call him by his actual name because I know you're very secretive in your private life. So right before I say his name, I always remember, nope, you got to call him husband. I mean, meanwhile, I'm out here telling you the name and addresses of everybody I know.
Yeah, you are.
And you are just like the husband. I mean, we don't even tell your brother's fucking real name. We call him Alejandro on the streets.
Yeah.
And I don't even think he'd give a shit if we said his real name. Which actually is legally Alejandro.
Yep.
But I'm just saying, there should be some sort of, again, after 200 fucking episodes, we're saying the same thing. There
Over and
needs
over
to
again.
be some kind of program for
Something.
every sport
Yeah.
to just transition you to the real world. Because all the free drinks and meals and bitches out there, that's gone after you retire. There is life after sports, but you just
Listen.
have to adjust to it. Murdering your girlfriend, stalking your girlfriend, slapping your girlfriend, doing drugs, drinking excessively, living on the streets, gambling, everything that we talked about in this episode is not the answer.
It's not.
It's the quick road to being the biggest pickle and to, unfortunately, I'm not saying that Kevin Johnson from our first rewind story today, had any of these issues, but we've seen countless times that even a champion in the game will end up on the streets.
Yes.
So, I mean, it's just, it is what it is. Unfortunately, right now, there is no program like that to help anybody out. But, Sarah, maybe you and I could start it with the help of some friends. I don't know. All we need is, some funding from, let's maybe all these billionaires can put in at least a fucking dollar to some sort of program. But I don't know.
Something.
Who am I? I'm just a person on a podcast show that barely anybody listens to. So, but Sarah, before we leave, I just want to thank you for a great 200 episodes, and I appreciate all the work that you do for this show. And just to let you know that if this show did abruptly end, well, then we'll never talk again. So.
I want to thank me too.
Yeah, you should thank you too. You put a lot of work and effort and time into the show, and it truly shows. And I appreciate everything that you do. So
Thank you for being my friend and putting up with me.
yeah, well, I'd travel down the road and back again. So my heart is true. I'll be your friend and your company. If you threw a party, I am not gonna go because I don't want to. So.
Perfect.
So, thank you everybody for listening to this episode. Go over to iapradio.com and check out all of our social media accounts. Like, follow, subscribe, and share, and keep boosting us up the chart. Do what you do. Keep us going. Like and share the podcast. Help us climb that ladder to success. And all you have to do is share it with your friends.
Or enemies.
Or enemies, whatever you want to do. But share the show and help us out. That is the biggest thing that you can do for us. If you have an idea for a podcast and want to join a network of supporting podcasters, or you just want to listen to another podcast, go over to MaydayMediaNetwork.com and check out the Mayday. Join the Mayday today.
Do it.
Listen to all the other podcasts, such like Sarah's other podcast that we mentioned several times in this episode, Generation Mixtape, GMTpod.com. Go over there and listen to the latest episode in all the back catalogs of Generation Mixtape. This episode coming up it's got a little Easter egg in it, so I hope you enjoy it.
Oh, you put an Easter egg in it?
I certainly did. Right in the beginning, right in the front. So, go over to gmtpod.com and listen to that episode and all the other episodes on the network. You can also follow Sarah as she checks her pickles and picks her nose at Daddy-O Sports on the Instagram. And you can follow me at Stacks of Packs on the Instagram. And, Sarah, do you have anything else?
I can't get it. It's like up there.
The booger?
Yeah.
Well,
that's why I was looking to see how.
Box of tissues.
I'm just gonna
start picking.
Put
jam a pen up there. You know, right before we leave the show, before we end this episode, when I was 10 years old, I jammed a red M&M, peanut M&M, up my nose.
You know that my brother right now, while listening to this, and my mother are going, "Are you fucking serious?" They're two best friends because I was rushed to the emergency room for shoving a peanut up my nose.
A whole peanut? See, I just did the peanut M&M.
I shoved a peanut up there.
I got lodged in my nose and I couldn't get it out. The doctor had to take it out with
the long tweezers.
Yep.
Oh my God! Look, same.
Same. That's why we're together forever.
That's
why we'll have 200 more episodes of In a Pickle. IAPradio.com. Thank you so much for listening. For Sarah Ray Talek, I'm Dave Houghton, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
I also swallowed a quarter. Did you ever swallow a quarter?
Oh, nickels.
This has been a Mayday Media production.